Parents, welcome to How to Teach Your Kids Sight Word Phrases for List 4, 5, and 6. It is the goal for children to read sight word phrases with automaticity to build reading fluency and ultimately comprehension. As you will notice on this slide, the definition of sight word phrases has changed. It now reads, most sight word phrases are made of 2 to 3 sight words that kids have already learned. This has changed from all to most as the school year progresses. Other known words such as apple, book, dog, duck, rabbit, and turtle will be included in some of the sight word phrases. Now it's time to introduce kids to the 16 sight word phrases for List 4. The first sight word phrase for List 4 is a big ride. It is highlighted in 2 colors. The first word A is in yellow because it comes from sight word list 1. The word big is in blue because it comes from sight word list 4. And ride is in blue because it also comes from sight word list 4. It is expected that kids read the sight word phrases with automaticity. And automaticity means to read words as we speak, not too slow and not too fast, and without hesitation. I'm going to model how to read each sight word phrase. And if kids miss 3 phrases in a row, don't continue. They need more practice, and we don't want to build frustration. Our first sight word phrase is a big ride. Come over with. They are blue. Your red book. Just now. Ask your. Went into. They went. A long book. Its name. Your ride is. If I ask. I am very. An apple. They can. And now what are? These are the flashcard templates for sight word phrases in List 4. The templates can be printed on labels and then placed on cardstock, or the templates can be printed on blue cardstock or construction paper. Now let's look at next steps. 1. If kids had difficulty with several sight word phrases, have them review and practice the individual sight words. 2. If kids read with some hesitation or missed a few sight word phrases, have them complete the activities that follow. And 3. If kids read the list with automaticity, skip the above activities and go to the next sight word phrase list. For kids who had difficulty with several sight word phrases, have them review the sight words for List 4. For kids who missed a few sight word phrases and need a little extra practice before they go on to the next list, have them complete these activities. In this activity, kids are to unscramble the sight words to make the correct sight word phrases. Read each correct sight word phrase to kids and then have them write the sight words in the correct order to make each phrase. And this is a completed example. This is the same activity for the second part of the word phrases. And the completed example. And this is a blank template that you can use to fill in the sight words to make the sight word phrases that your child may need extra support with. In this activity, kids need to pick the correct sight word phrase to complete each sentence. The first one is a big ride. It is a big ride. The second phrase is went into. It went into the net. The third phrase is an apple. An apple is in the lunch tub. The next phrase is I am very. I am very hungry. And then its name. Its name is Goldie. And they are blue. And that is also a sentence. When kids are ready, introduce them to the 16 sight word phrases in list 5. Our first one is I take every, and the words are highlighted in two colors, yellow and purple. I is in yellow because it is from sight word list 1. Take is in the color purple because it is from sight word list 5, and so is every. These are the templates to use for sight word phrase list 5 flashcards. The templates can be printed on labels and then placed on cardstock, or the templates can be printed on purple cardstock or construction paper. Kids need to be able to read the sight word phrases with automaticity and no hesitation. I take every, right around, I know how, it is about, too little, jump around, the for green, a good jump, where can I, don't put any, every pretty, they don't want, a pretty rabbit, the duck got, take from, take for. Next steps. If kids had difficulty with several sight word phrases, have them review and practice the individual sight words. Or if kids read with some hesitation or missed a few sight word phrases, have them complete the activities that follow. Or 3, if kids read the list with automaticity, skip the above activities and go to the next sight word phrase list. If kids had difficulty with several sight word phrases, have them review the individual sight words for list 5. If kids need some additional practice, have them complete these activities. In this activity, kids need to choose the correct sight word phrase and write it on the blanks to complete each sentence. And the answers are too little. They are too little to fly. The duck got. The duck got wet. The four green. The 4 green frogs sat on a log. I know how. I know how to read. A pretty rabbit. A pretty rabbit hopped home. Where can I? Where can I roller skate? In this activity, kids are to unscramble the sight words to make the correct sight word phrases. Read each correct sight word phrase to kids and then have them write the sight words in the correct order to make each phrase. This is the completed example. This is the same activity that kids just completed, but this activity includes the last part of list 5 sight word phrases. This is the completed example. When kids are ready, introduce them to sight word phrase list 6. The first sight word phrase, ran away, is highlighted in red because both ran and away are from sight word list 6. These are the templates to make the flashcards for sight word phrase list 6. The templates can be printed on labels and then placed on cardstock, or the templates can be printed on red cardstock or construction paper. Ran away. Here it is. Will think. Call after 6. The brown rabbit. Going to sleep. The old turtle. Let me help. Will make. You saw. By their mother. I am well. Going to think. Old brown dog. 5 yellow ducks. If kids had difficulty reading the sight word phrases, have them review the individual sight words for list 6. If kids needed some additional practice with sight word phrases, have them complete these activities. In this activity, have kids underline the sight word phrase in each sentence. And this is the completed example. Have kids unscramble sight word phrase 6 part 1 words, and as always, read the correct phrase to them and then have them put the sight words in the correct order to make the phrase. The completed example. Same activity with different sight word phrases, and this is the completed example. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe, and as always, I will leave the link for all the teaching templates in the description section.